So I just had my fourth baby, my fourth daughter. A nurse came in with my discharge paperwork and seen me freaking out. And she was like asking me what was wrong. And I told her, I said, I think something happened to my 22-month-old at home. And probably right behind her, my husband came in soaking wet. He said to her, he goes, we need to get her down to the emergency room. Our daughter's in the hospital down there. She just was found in our pool. The doctors got her situated, got all the machines on her. I said, I want to know what's going on with her and if she's going to make it. He said with the situation like hers and the time frame that they believe she was without oxygen to the brain was 25 to 30 minutes, that she wouldn't survive it through the night. Probably within 10 minutes, she started to squeeze my hand, and about another 5 minutes went by and she started getting really agitated, and you could tell she was waking up and she wanted the tubes off of her. And so they went ahead and took everything off of her, put her in my husband's arms, and she was crying like a normal 2-year-old. And probably within 20-30 minutes the hand started clenching. That's the first sign of brain damage. From then on out, it was trying to learn how to take care of pretty much a newborn on top of a kid that basically have to restart over. Within probably, I would say, a week or two of dealing with my husband trying to sleep, he is the one that found her in the pool. He would wake up screaming, sweating, and it got to the point where he didn't want to sleep. So the next thing he could think of was turning to speed. When he brought it to me was the end of September. I went into postpartum depression, suicidal, not knowing how to care for your kids. It sucks. It's something that a mother doesn't think of. I got addicted on October of 2014. February 11th of 2016 is when I had enough. I was done. I couldn't tolerate him doing what he was doing anymore. I had enough, and I called my in-laws to come and get the girls until I figured out what we were going to do. Because it was getting violent in the house. It was things were getting destroyed around the girls, and they were starting to see too much of the anger. They came and took the girls. During that time, I got away from the drug, went to Florida to take the break, trying to clean up. I handed them over February 11th. I met Cheryl 7 months after a catheter accident. I seen her pop into our support group. It's called WISH. I kind of read her story on what was going on and how her daughter had her drowning. I reached out to her just to kind of, let her know, hey, I'm here. I know exactly what the first months are like. It's torture. She reached out to me, just let me know kind of her story background with the church and her husband, and just to hear her story and Jeremiah and the strength they had to surpass going through what Harper went through and sticking together as a family. It like really hit home with me, because that was something I wanted. I wanted us to conquer that. 10 years of marriage, and I feel like I failed the girls because of something that happened. So Cheryl reached out, and as soon as I got back out here, at the end of September, that was my first goal, was to get into the church. I got here on a Friday, and that first Sunday I made it here. Met Cheryl for the very first time face to face. And of course I don't think I could have stopped crying through the whole service, and meeting her, it was great. It felt like home once you walk through. I was really angry with God for letting it happen to her. Testing my faith, as much as I always believed in God, you just don't understand how something like that can happen to your kid. But just being able to, Cheryl and Jeremiah were huge on the faith part. Just to see their testimony and what they went through, the exact same journey. And then to see them have all this around here, and that's how they made it through, is the church and just the people. And it's amazing to see something like that. It's going to be a long road getting the girls back. Getting the girls back, of course, through the court system. They want you to have a stable place for the girls to come home to. With the road I'm on, with anything financially and the credit and the path that I have, it seemed like it was never going to happen, especially not anytime soon. And for you guys to come through and donate the money to put down a place for the down payment, and, just to get us into a place as soon as I can, that was just amazing. I mean, it's I can't describe it. I mean, that's like a big stepping stone to getting the girls back, to walk in these doors and just have that feeling that, you're welcome no matter what your life is. And have Cheryl beside me just kind of walking me through on what steps to take to stay on the right path, and just to have the faith, and just to know that there's still, people out there that really do care.